Howdy, Sickies!
Welcome back to another episode of the Sick with Kaji Podcast. I'm Loanne.
And I'm Sean.
And you can follow me here on Instagram at LoanneKaji. And you guys noticed something a little different today?
Does it look familiar from maybe older videos from Ryan's World? So we're back in Texas today because it's a holiday and seeing our family in Texas. So we came back here with our kids and they're sleeping still right now, but we're going to do the podcast before they wake up.
Yeah, so we apologize for two things. Well, more than two things. But number one, about our little mini chopstick.
Can you guys even see?
We didn't pack the big one in our suitcase.
This is what we eat with.
And number two, the mic. So we actually only have one mic here, so we kind of have to share, so the audio might not be as good as the other videos.
Yeah, maybe Loanne's okay because she's got the volume, but it's just for me, I don't really talk loud, so it's a little bit difficult, but it's okay.
So today's episode, we thought, we talk about our Christmas break trip. I mean, we're still on a holiday trip, but just what happened so far, spoiler, Sean wants some money in Vegas, okay? But we won't tell you how much until the end. And it's really actually our first experience in Vegas. I mean, we went there before, but with Ryan, so we really didn't.
Yeah, we only watched shows.
Yeah.
It. And we stayed at the casino hotel, but then we never really gambled or anything.
Yeah, so this is actually our first time experiencing Vegas, if you can call it that.
Yeah, because it was adult-only trip. So we're like, might as well just try gamble and see how it goes.
Yeah. All right, so first, we went from Hawaii to Houston because my mom is watching the kids for us for 5 days. It's good because my mom wanted to spend quality time with the kids, and plus Ryan wanted to spend some time with his friends. So he's actually stayed at his friend's house for several days while we were gone.
Yeah, a little sleepover. Yeah, and he had so much fun actually playing outside most of the day, so that's great. So while they're doing that, we decided to take a trip just between two of us. And we were thinking about where to go. Where we haven't been together, just two of us. Then we thought about, hey, let's go to San Francisco.
Yeah, I haven't been in San Francisco probably over, I want to say 12 years.
So that's what Loanne's saying, right? But then I remember going to San Francisco with Loanne, myself, and Ryan. Just three of us. I have that memory being at the San Francisco airport. I don't know if it was layover.
Maybe. I don't remember enjoying San Francisco though.
I know, but I think we went there. But yeah, if you guys have seen video us being in San Francisco in the previous videos, any old videos, let us know because my memory tells me we've been there together.
Okay, but we didn't stop by the Golden Gate Bridge or anything like that.
Yeah. that doesn't really. That's not the definition of going to San Francisco.
Right,
that's just only part.
But if you go there during a layover, it does not count.
Yeah. If it's layover, it doesn't count. Then we probably wouldn't have a even video. So.
Yeah, like.
We'll see. I think we did something there.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, my memory tells me I haven't been there for a while. But anyway, so we stayed at, what's the hotel called? Ritz-Carlton.
Yep, Ritz-Carlton in San Francisco. Yeah. So that's where we stayed. And good thing about that hotel is it's super close to Chinatown.
I love all the lantern lights that you see at nighttime. It reminds me of China, even though I've never been to China. I just see what it looks like.
Hey, don't stereotype it.
Sorry, but I heard is it the most...
It's the biggest Chinatown in the U.S., right?
Right, yeah.
Or in the world, maybe?
Outside of China, obviously. So that was really cool to experience.
It's probably like a little Japan, like a little Tokyo in LA.
Not really.
Authentic.
Hey.
Well, I guess you guys can just give us a comment and see what you guys think about the Chinatown. I thought it was pretty cool too, but yeah, there are a lot of foods there. Yummy. And first day we just try and take it easy by just walking around the neighborhood of the hotel, Chinatown mostly.
Yeah.
But it was really, really cold.
Right. It was cold, and it wasn't that cold to me. It was just cold to Sean because he came from Hawaii, so
yeah, I'm a Hawaiian now, so anything up north is not really livable for me anymore.
Just I'm Hawaiian.
The city itself, first impression, it's very, very hilly. Lots of up, lots of downs. When we walk around, I was really tired and exhausted just walking uphill, right?
Yeah, I had to wait for Luann to just catch up to me.
I was dying.
There's a one point this old person, like grandpa person, was like just beating Luann and climbing up on the hill.
That kind of tells me that you need some exercise.
I think people who live in San Francisco are already used to going up and down there. I mean, we're supposed to be okay too because we live in Hawaii now, and then there are a lot of up and down, but nothing compared to San Francisco. San Francisco's hill is so steep.
Yes. I don't know how you guys park the car because it looks slanted.
Yeah, I'll be scared going down with a bicycle on that hill, or even like skateboard. Good thing I didn't see anybody doing a skateboard.
Right?
You can't even stop.
Then, that's my second impression was it's not very clean. At least the part where we stayed at, there's lots of trash everywhere. At one point, I saw just random tapioca, containers just all on the floor.
Yeah, it looks like it's a collection, like somebody's collectible. Yeah, it needs a deep cleaning. I don't know if it's because during the COVID time, so it's harder to clean this city, or it's been always like that. But kind of gives me like a New York City vibe, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I imagine San Francisco to be a little bit different. I just always imagine San Francisco from, Full House.
Yes, I wish we get to see the Full House, but we didn't have time to do that. So
yeah,
next time I have to go back and see. But we did see the Golden Gate Bridge. We took a little boat cruise. So we went underneath the bridge and saw it. It was really cool.
It was super windy and cold, but it was really fun. So after we came back, looking at the Golden Bridge, and we took a lot of pictures.
Okay, yeah. And then at one point, I think, Hawaii Sean here thought it was too cold. I thought he fell asleep, right? So I tried to record him falling asleep, but later on he tells me he was just
Too cold.
That's why he closed his eyes.
Yeah, I could not open my eyes because it was just way too cold. So I was hibernating. I brought enough jacket. I don't know why it was still cold. I think it's the wind. But yeah, safely we came back to the pier, and we walked around that area, and we went to this restaurant serving the clam chowder, and we loved the clam chowder. We ate clam chowder and oyster and some other seafood.
Yeah.
But there are a long wait. There are a lot of people at the pier area.
It was beautiful though, and we saw the sea lions from afar, but it was still really cool.
Yeah, it was so cute. There are like at least 20 of them on the pier, and they're making sound. It was so funny. What's the difference between sea lion and monk seal?
Monk seal? I don't know.
From the Hawaii?
I don't know.
I don't know what the difference. Like, they kind of all look the same to me. Seal and the sea lion. Let us know what the difference. We bought a lot of souvenirs.
So lately,
Luann's been collecting a lot of different keychains, magnets, mug cups, like shot glass.
Okay, you say lately.
From all the different tourist places.
You say lately, but I started at San Francisco. It was in San Francisco that I thought,
That's a recent. That's lately.
I thought, we travel quite a bit, but I never collect anything as memory. Some people collect Starbucks cups, right? Or shot glasses. So I thought I really wanted to collect something from each city as memory. So I couldn't make up my mind, and then some people collect keychain or magnets or snow globe. And then I just can't decide. And I was thinking, what if I make the wrong choice? So I cut all three just in case.
Yeah, you need to make up your mind because we can't keep up with this buying 3 different items each places. I'm hoping she lands on the keychain or magnet because snow globe is pretty big.
But snow globes are the coolest thing. You get to see, the city inside a 3D globe. Like, how cool is that?
yeah.
Still deciding here. But anyways, after that, what do we do after that?
Any memorable restaurants?
Well, we went to eat at a dim sum place.
Oh yeah, that was good near the Bay Area, and our most favorite is the deep fried crab. It was really good.
There were some other dishes that we didn't know. There was a
Oh yeah, what was that? It says geoduck. So it's a geoduck. So it's a sashimi geoduck, right? And I don't know if you guys already know the geoduck, but when I look at the word, I automatically assume it's some kind of duck.
right? You think.
I was like, oh, that's cool. Let's eat it. I never eat duck in sashimi, which you probably shouldn't do it because nobody would serve sashimi duck.
Yeah.
Okay. So apparently, geoduck means it's a shellfish. Name of the shellfish, and it looks like a sausage coming out from a shell. So that's what it was. So it kind of shocked me when it first came out. I was like, this doesn't look like a duck.
Yeah.
Sashimi.
I didn't enjoy it very much. It was chewy. It was hard to swallow.
Yeah, but it was experience. Yeah, it was cool experience still.
Once in a lifetime experience. Won't get it again.
What else we did? I think that's it for the San Francisco. But next day was even cooler.
Yeah. So the next day, we only really experienced the Golden Gate Bridge. And yes, there's really cool other things that you can do in San Francisco. But one of my favorite things that I always wanted to do was experience and see national parks. Ever since I was little, I always hear about Yellowstone National Parks, and I really wanted to go. And when I was looking it up, we were really close to Yosemite National Park.
When Luann said it's really close, it's a 4 hours drive from where we were staying. So 4 hours that way and coming back 4 hours. So, but it was still worth it.
Yeah, I was trying to convince Sean. I was like, "Can we go, please? It's so pretty." And I was like showing him all the videos and pictures and
we went with a tour, so I didn't have to worry about driving. And if I don't have to drive 4 hours, they just sitting in the passenger seat and then take a nap. And I thought it was okay, so we decided to go.
Yeah, and so Sean was at first he was like, "Are you sure that's the whole day? We have to wake up at 6 a.m, and we probably won't even come back until super night." But, I was like, oh, it's worth it because we might not get to go back, it won't be a long time before we get to see it again. And so
a total 8 hours drive back and forth, and then we stay there for 2 hours.
Pretty much.
But it was worth it.
It's so pretty, right?
Yeah.
The snow. Although we didn't get to see the whole park because the tour guide told us a lot of area were closed due to the storm and the snow and stuff. But what we did see was beautiful. Yeah.
I mean, the mountains and just rocky mountain, right? It was
the valley.
The valley, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, the valley, and seeing the waterfall too.
Yes.
There's one point we saw a waterfall and there's a rainbow over it because it's a splash in the water. It was really cool. And just the wintertime is like a whole different look of Yosemite, right? Because a lot of people go there during the springtime or during the summer.
Right.
I didn't see many pictures of the wintertime, and then seeing the scenery, it was amazing.
Yes, it was breathtaking. I came from Texas all my life. I mean, Sean, grew up in Japan, so he have seen snow. But for me, snow is a very rare occasion. Usually.
Yeah, we say that when we got a winter storm.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Usually, when there's snow here, it means bad news.
Yeah. Like earlier this year, 2021, winter storm, losing power, all that stuff.
Right, but I wouldn't really consider that a lot of snow. Yes, it's a lot of snow, but it's not enough for me to build a giant snowman or anything cool,
Yeah, normally in Houston, when we even get just
Tiny bit of snow.
everything shuts down. The city shuts down, the school shuts down. We freak out when we see even tiny bit of snow. But Yosemite, it was like piles of snow, and people were still driving.
Yeah, and then people were making giant, beautiful snowman that we took a picture with. Don't want to take credit because we didn't make it, but it was so pretty and cool. And so now I'm making my life mission to visit all national parks.
How many are there?
I think there are 63 national parks.
Okay, as long as you keep it within US, then I'm okay.
Yes.
You're keeping within that number.
So I calculated it, and I'm already in my 30s. I'm gonna have to, in order for me to go through all national parks before I pass away, I have to go to like at least 4 or 5 a year, which is pretty much impossible.
4 or 5 a year. Well, good thing is there are a couple in the state of Hawaii, so we it's nearby for us. So at least maybe we can go 2 national parks after we go back to Hawaii, right?
Yay! Yeah, I even plan to get one of those maps you know, those custom maps where it shows all the national parks and you can put in your own custom pictures of each one. And so I was like, check mark Yosemite, got that down.
Toward the end of our that goal, maybe we're gonna be so old. Maybe Ryan has to just carry us or hold our hand to take us to the destination.
If it'll be fun, hopefully we can complete it. Okay,
Do you think we're gonna be completing it with our grandkids by then?
That would be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, because I always wanted a goal in my life. You know, I know I'm pretty sure there's better goals out there, but it's something that I think I would really enjoy, you know? So.
Yeah, I enjoy it too. I usually don't like going outside or doing outdoors, but I enjoy going there. It was a little bit too much picture taking because Lauren was so excited taking pictures. And
it was my first
fun.
national park. Wouldn't you be excited?
And I was excited taking pictures too. But then after an hour or so, I was like, it's a bit too much pictures.
It's good for memory. You never know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, one thing to note, like if you guys go there during the winter time, I did hear they require the chains.
Oh yeah.
For the tires, like you don't have to put it on the tires, but you have to have it in the car. Otherwise, they won't let you in. So you gotta make sure you have chains for the tires inside the car somewhere when you go there. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Me neither.
I don't even know how to put it on, so don't ask me on that.
Yeah, don't
Just
ask.
look it up on Google.
But yeah, that was our San Francisco trip. Then after that, we actually flew to
Las Vegas.
Vegas.
So instead of going back to Houston, we decided to take another trip, just a few days.
Yeah, like 2 nights.
Yeah, 2 nights in Las Vegas because my friend from college, our friend, going to Las Vegas with us. So we thought, hey, let's meet him up there because while we're in California already, it's nearby. So we decided to go to Las Vegas after San Francisco and meet him up.
So Las Vegas was really fun. We stayed at Bellagio.
Classic.
Yes, except, you know, I don't know if it's because during the holiday season or not, but we were having really hard time getting our hotel room. So we booked, Sean booked a hotel, like a suite, you know, because we wanted to stay with our friend, you know. So Sean got a suite where there's 2 rooms and a living room.
Yeah, and then it's a connecting room. So it's a suite, and then there's a connecting room next to it that has a door to connecting to the suite room. For some reason, they've been sending me emails every day before going into the hotel that saying, hey, you can check out through our app, right? So I checked in through the app ahead of the time, like they told me on the email, and then for some reason they only checked me in to that connecting room only, not the suite.
Right, but even then, it took us till past 6 p.m. to get the room. I don't know if that's normal or not.
Because usually they say it's ready by around 3 o'clock.
Right, but we keep calling. We were, really tired. And our friend, he flew in at 5 a.m. So he was super exhausted. So we wanted to get the room ready so we can just rest, you know?
Yeah, our friend's name is Patrick. And then, since he got there so early, he's been walking around so much that he's like pro at the strip area. He knows, oh yeah, this store does this, and oh, if you want to go to this restaurant, okay, just follow me. So he was already expert by the time we got there.
Right, so we wanted to get the room, but Sean keep calling and they keep saying, oh, we're gonna need more time, and we were really exhausted too.
And I'm not really the type of person to complain, but I did kind of put my foot down and then did complain. And first I got the $75 of the voucher for the drinks after complaining for 30 minutes. And finally, after past 6, they were able to check us in. But here's another problem. So because I checked in through the app, I was able to go into the room when it's ready using my phone. I can just unlock the door with my phone and then go into the room. But when I did that, the room was so small. So it was just only that connecting room.
Right.
They forgot to check us in for the bigger suite room.
I mean, the room wasn't super small, but we paid for the suite room, and we're in our 30s now, so it's kind of awkward to stay in the same room with a friend, so we thought it's better to separate.
Yeah. We're close, but not that close.
So Sean had to go down there again, And at first you tried to call them, and you were trying to say, no, this is definitely not a suite.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, you're right. Oh, by the way, if you're checking in for suite, you have to come down and then check in person. I was like, why are you sending me all these emails telling me that I have to check in advance through the app? So I had to go down, lining up for 30 minutes, and then finally I was able to check us in for the bigger room too. But back then I was so upset. I just complained to them, and I was able to get $175 voucher for the food or beverage.
Spoiler, I don't think we ended up using it, sadly.
I know, in my head I was like, I don't really drink that much.
Yeah.
And, if you're in Las Vegas, we want to, eat somewhere, like at the restaurant, not the in-room dining service.
Right,
So.
and it wasn't, the in-room service, it has just typical food, like steak, which is nice, but, I wanted to try out the steak at an actual restaurant. Or just burgers,
Yeah, because we already booked some restaurants already.
Yeah.
So I cannot cancel it and just eat inside the room. That's just kind of sad. So we decided not to take that voucher. I just gave them just a feeling of guilty. That I wasn't happy with the room. But it's okay. And, that's kind of passed. I already I was okay with it.
On the first day of Vegas, we thought, hey, let's try out slots machines. We actually never really experienced or try out slots machine before. We had a long time ago with my grandma, but, I think I put in $5 then,
Yeah, because we never really liked the slot machine, because all you do is put money in and just press the button.
I have no idea what's going on.
There's not really like an input from yourself. You can't change the game, right?
Right.
Based on your decision. So I thought it was kind of boring, and so I didn't really try after the first time we played it. So we tried again. So I want $84.
It's kind of funny because out of all the different themes of slot machines, right? There were Game of Thrones, right? There were The Big Bang Theory.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Yes. We decided to pick a grandma game. I don't know why, but we did.
I don't know. I usually imagine grandma as very generous, right? And she always give me allowance. So I thought maybe this is my slot machine. Which, that's why I won. I picked the right one.
Yes, Sean won $84.
And I didn't even know what was going on. I don't know how I
No.
won. Like, usually like simple slot machine,
Yeah.
like you get the numbers all in a straight line. It didn't even happen, and for some reason I won still. So.
Yeah, once we saw $84, we're like, okay, we got to cash out. We got to cash out right now. Stop while we're still ahead,
Yeah, but the problem is we continued to play after that, and then we lost all that money.
Yeah, so that's why after that we decided slot machines is not for us.
Right.
After that, we watched our first show. It was the Michael Jackson one Cirque du Soleil, and I'm saying it wrong, but it was really cool. There's, acrobats performance while the Michael Jackson songs were playing. But the thing is, I didn't really listen to Michael Jackson growing up, so half of the song I didn't know, but the other half, even if you're not a Michael Jackson fan, I think you still would be able to recognize some of the songs.
Yeah, I remember Thriller, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it another one? Is it Beat It?
Yes.
Yeah. Those two I kind of recall the song, but yeah, it's before my time, so it was a little bit difficult for me to understand the context of each song.
It was very flashy. It was a lot of things in your face, and I really didn't know where to focus or look, But Sean's friend said it was one of the best shows in Vegas, so according to him, but to me, I don't want to say that about it. I think I would have enjoyed Jabberwocky more. I grew up watching Jabberwocky on MTV, so I should have listened to Sean and booked that one instead.
I know. I've been pushing Jabberwocky even way before going to Las Vegas. Because that's something we used to watch in college, and then, I just didn't see any other show that would kind of fit our interest.
Yeah.
But they're like, even my friends are like, Jabberwocky? Why now? So I decided not to book it, but should have listened to my instinct. But it's okay. That was still fun.
We also did the first day. We also saw Seven Magic Mountain, right?
Oh, yeah. We took a lot of pictures there. It's amazing. Any Instagrammers should go there because the picture come out very cool, very colorful and vibrant. The only thing was there's so many people.
So many. We cannot get a shot without people in the background,
Yeah, I got this very artistic shot that only just stones, right? Only rocks, right? But then I see somebody's feet just peeking in, and I was like, my artistic shot is ruined.
Yeah, we need to probably Photoshop him out, his little feet out, if possible.
I'm gonna find out whose feet it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was really fun. But I heard the art exhibit only lasts to the end of this year. So if you go next year in 2022, it might not be there.
Oh.
So, but yeah, it's just about 30 minutes outside of Vegas. It was really cool. I enjoyed it a lot, even though it literally just 7 piles of giant rocks.
And we noticed Uber drivers in Las Vegas, they're all really nice.
Yes.
So on the way to the 7 Magic Mountain, we took this Uber, and then the driver was so nice, telling us all the other cool areas we can go in Las Vegas area. And he said, yeah, I can wait for you guys while you guys in the 7 Magic Mountain, and then you can rebook me again on the way back, so you don't have to wait. So he was really nice. He was just waiting for us for like about 15-20 minutes, just taking pictures.
They're all really nice. They're all giving us recommendations to shows and restaurants and things we should do while we're there.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you so much for all those recommendations.
Yeah.
Then the next day we went to Area 15.
Oh yeah, it's not Area 51. Don't get confused.
It was really, really cool, right? With the first instant when we opened the door, it was kind of dark, but because they kind of used sort of like black light vibes, so everything was glowing.
Mm-hmm.
It was really pretty. Sean's favorite thing was a tree.
Yeah, there is a bar at the center area, and inside the bar there's a giant tree with all the leaves or LED lights. So it's lighting up in different colors, like kind of going along with the music in the background too. So I thought it was kind of cool. It was really nice to look at. And we tried all different arcades and different like venues there inside. We have to buy tickets for each one of them. And Lauren's probably favorite was the Mega Mart.
Yes, it was really cool. So it looks like a grocery store, right? But even then, when you go in and you look at the packaging, it's not your typical cereal or, it looks really cool. And then there's like secret passage and doorway. One time I went through a freezer, so it was really cool. And then it takes you to a whole different room. One time I went underneath a little hole in the wall, and then I ended up having to climb stairs, and then I got lost from Sean.
Yeah, it's really cool because it looks like a regular store once you go in, right? And then you can go through the janitor closet. Okay, and then we decided to go there, and then all of a sudden we're inside the cave in a big space, and there's like a giant slide in there. There's a machine there, security cameras. It's a really immersive experience, and it's hard to explain it, right? I gotta show you guys some video footage because with our vocabulary, I don't think we can explain how great that place is. Yeah. I tried to explain to my friends too, but he didn't get it either.
Yeah. But one of our friends did go with us, the Patrick who stayed with us. But yeah, there's one point where once I climbed up the stairs inside the cave, I was on the 2nd floor and they were on the lower floor. They told me I cannot go back down the same way I came. And so I was freaking out, I told the person working there, I got lost from my group and I don't know how to go back.
Because Lauren found such a small hole on the wall to go inside, and nobody knew that you can go in there. So Patrick and I been looking around, like we were like, this is only one passage. How can we lose Lauren? And we kept going and went back because maybe we missed some turns, but I had no idea. Usually I don't get really lost from Lauren, but there's so many different ways you can go with such a hidden passage. It's like everywhere. I just lost Lauren.
Right, and it's hard to explain. I can't just call Sean. I mean, I tried to call. He didn't pick up the first time, but it's hard, right? I can't be like, hey, so I'm at this place that looks like this. You wouldn't even know how to get there.
Yeah, it's hard to describe where you are with that place. And she was like, oh, just find a hole. Like, I don't know what the hole she's talking about. So,
But luckily we found each other. No worries.
And there were a mission you can do while you're in the Mega Mart. And it's like a mystery solving. That's gonna take a long time, and there are so many people doing the missions. So we decided to give up on the mission just right away. Each station that you have to solve the mystery, like there are lines of people trying to solve the mystery, and you have to wait until that person finishes, and then it's your turn. So I was like, nah, I'm not lining up for that. So we just look around, but it was still fun.
It was really fun. And then we also did zip lining across.
Yeah, that was okay. If you guys are planning to do it,
don't do it.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
It's really slow, and then we waited 20 minutes in line for something that you experience for like 20 seconds.
Yeah, and it doesn't go fast. So Oh, cool. And then that's it. Just do one lap of the place.
So we also did another room called
Winked?
Winked. Was really cool. You go into each room.
Yeah, and it was created by the original founder of the Blooming Group. So it was kind of similar, very eccentric, visually different, like very new, innovative room where they let us use the 3D glasses. So they use this very random items to stimulate our eyes.
Yeah,
Like
they
slingies,
right.
like there are hundreds of slingies hanging down from a ceiling with color painted with neon color
Right.
and like, adding the black light, and it all looked cool with 3D glasses.
And then another room was those balls. I don't know what it's called, but those balls where, you know, when you're a little kid, you think it's really cool where you can make it really giant and then it smalls again. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Really giant and then small again. You know what?
I just wish we have a better explanation than how we're describing it. So we'll show you the footage and you can see what we're talking about. But yeah, it's like you Loan said, small ball getting bigger and smaller again.
Yeah. And then another room just has pieces of paper, like long pieces of paper that kind of swirled and spin around. So that was really cool too. So yeah, that was our Area 15 experience. Definitely check it out if you're in Vegas, if you haven't been there. That was probably one of my favorite things besides the 7 Magic Mountain.
Yeah, and it's something kids can enjoy too. So if you have kids, I think you should take him there. It's probably more enjoyable than shows for the little kids. Yeah. And after that, we decided to go to gambling. That's the main part.
I really didn't gamble because I did. I actually spent $40 on the slot machine. And I lost them all, so I said, you know what, I'm done with gambling for the trip, okay? Gambling is not for me. $40 is too much to lose, so I'm done. So Sean did.
So I always wanted to wait until Loanne goes back to the room and then ready for her to for her to ready to go to bed. Then I could go gamble because I'm not singling her out. So Patrick, my friend, and I went to gambling in Bellagio, the first floor. They have poker, they have blackjack, they have slot machines, baccarat. So we decided to play blackjack because I heard that blackjack is a pretty easy game to play. So Patrick and I sat on the table and asked the dealer how to play first because I had no idea. I didn't even know what number is the strongest and all that stuff. So they explained the rules a little bit with us. And it was a little bit difficult because she has a strong Chinese accent, so I only understood half of it. So sometimes people get upset with me because I'm playing wrong or I'm doing a wrong move.
But it's our first time. It's our first time.
But over time, I kind of understood fully on the rule and everything. So the first night when we gambled blackjack, I won $200 from just blackjack, and Patrick won I think like $100. Yeah, so we did pretty good on the first day. The next day, we played blackjack again. And my other friend who came with us, he took us to all different local casinos. So not just our hotel, but different places that we drove a little bit and drove around the city throughout the night.
Well, he went. I stayed home. Either I was sleeping or I catching up on work. So I after $40, it's like I'm done. So it's mainly Sean and his friends.
Yeah, after a certain point, I got really into blackjack so much that the last night, the final night of the Las Vegas trip, I didn't come back to the hotel room until 6 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, but at the end I won total of close to $1,000.
Woo! And it was really nice of Sean. He splits the money with us, so he split money with me, and he gave some to Ryan and Emma and Kate. And I thought that was really cool because my dad, every time that he goes to the casino, when he comes back, he always split his earnings too. With
are you comparing me with your dad?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying when you gave me some money, I just kind of remember like, oh, my dad used to do this.
You know why I did that? Because my dad used to do that too.
Really?
Yeah.
Also, it's not just my thing. I'm sure everybody's family, maybe they do that too. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I remember too. So that's what I want to do when I won.
Right, yeah. So thank you for that. But he did have a, when you go to the Vegas or gambling, you should, I don't know when I say should, do what you want with your own money, but for us, we said we should put a limit on it, so Sean's limit was like $300.
I withdrew $300 and that's it. I didn't really withdraw any other additional money.
Yeah, so we said if we win, then we win, but if we lose, we're not going below this $300,
Right.
So that was our cap.
For the entire trip.
Yeah.
Not just the first day.
Right.
But yeah, good. Big money. So.
Yay! So yeah.
Toward the end, I guess I thought very highly about myself on the blackjack. So when I play with other people too, sometimes I just start giving advice. You sure you want to throw that in right now? Are you sure you want to get the extra card right now?
After your 2-day experience.
Yeah, I turn myself into like those annoying gamblers who just like making extra comments to other people's play. So it's a good thing I'm away from Las Vegas now.
Yeah.
Just didn't like the way I was turning into.
Yeah. Good thing they didn't ask you. So how long you been playing? And you're like, 2 days. So that was really cool. And then we ended up that second night watching one of my favorite magicians growing up. I love watching magic shows growing up, so this was a dream come true for me. Have you guys watched David Copperfield growing up? Because he was probably one of my favorite magicians. So I watch him a lot on TV. I think there's one he did where he made the Statue of Liberty disappear on national television. Thought that was really cool.
How? Did he bring it back?
Of course. Don't you see? It's back.
Is it a real one? I don't know.
But yeah, so it was really cool to watch his show, except in the Vegas show, it was a different spin than I thought.
Very more theatrical, right? Like there is a story in it.
Yeah.
It's like a watching TV series.
Okay. All right, guys. Spoiler alert. We're gonna review any magic because I don't know any magic, but spoiler, if you don't want to hear about anything with, the David Copperfield in Vegas, you should just like skip ahead, But it has to do with things not in our realm.
You have been warned.
Aliens, So is that too much? I don't know. But
I felt like I'm watching the Spielberg's movie, like all combined, like different genres all combined. That's the kind of biggest hint I can give you without spoiling anything.
It was great.
Yeah, it's a big scale.
Yeah. He makes really giant things come out of boxes that
spoiler.
Right, but that's his thing though. He always make things come out of, just he has a box and then giant things come out of it, right? And you're wondering, how does that thing fit in there? But it was really cool. It was an experience that I'm so glad I went. It just was different than how I imagine it to be. That's all. We love the show. I wish I had brought the kids to see that show.
Yeah, it was a more kid-appropriate show. Some magic show is a little bit more edgy, right? Because it's Las Vegas. But David Copperfield one, it's good for kids to watch too.
Yeah. I think my favorite show that I had went a long time ago was probably the Chris Angel show. He did a great job.
Yeah, and he's really all cool, right? Like he's very hip, and then there's fire going on. It's true like a Las Vegas show image, right?
It's very extravagant. He was levitating. You're like, how?
Yeah, I try and really close look and see if I see any string. I didn't see anything, so yeah, I still can't figure out how he's doing it. I think he's really levitating.
But yeah, that was our Vegas trip. Anything else to add?
I guess that's it. All I can remember after the all night of the gambling, that's all I remember. That I won $1,000.
Yay! Then he split with us, so technically he won like 200. But yeah, so once we came home, okay, so we celebrated Christmas with our family, right? So I really didn't bring that much gift from Hawaii home. Every time I go to Hawaii and we come back to Houston, I only bring the Hawaiian cookie, like something, our suitcase is filled with cookies already as is. So I decided this year it's just easier if I just ship all my gift. I buy stuff from Amazon or online and ship it home. So we were gone for 5 days, right? I was super shocked when I opened the door.
Yeah, it's one of those like Reddit people post, you know, during the Christmas. Oh, this giant piles of presents or boxes from Amazon. That's us.
Yes, I thought it was some sort of prank when I opened the door. It was so much, and then I felt overwhelmed and got a little bit stressed because I pretty much have one day to prepare everything, you know, open it and wrap it, because the next day was when my family is gonna come. And if you guys, I don't know about your family, but in Asian culture, a lot of family, when I say Asian, Vietnamese culture, our family is huge, right? There's a lot. I have so many aunts and uncles, and aunts and uncles all have kids, and my cousins have kids. Like, it's just massive. So I spend pretty much all day the next day from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. just opening and wrapping. It was a lot. And when I show you this picture, it looks a lot, but none of the gifts were for our kids. It's mainly for my aunts and uncles, my cousins, my nieces and nephews. Like, it was...
And in our culture, normally we don't really have to buy too much for our own kids because they get so many presents from aunties, uncles, and grandma, grandpa. So, so I think we got them something, you know, small, and you know they got a lot from their relatives. So it was really fun for them opening presents after presents.
Yeah, so for our kids is we got them one gift.
Yeah.
But the amount of gift you see is not, and this is just one gift per person. Like one gift for my aunt, one gift for my uncle. But I have so many aunts and uncles, yeah. One gift for my cousins, but I have so many cousins, so it just seems a lot.
Well, we're getting a lot, but then we were giving up a lot too. So.
Yeah.
But I don't want you guys to watch the video and feel like, oh my gosh, Ryan's family is giving out too many presents to their kids. No, that's not true.
None of the gift you see here is our kids' gift.
And nowadays, Ryan, you know, this past 4 years, he likes his gift cards of Roblox or Minecraft. So, you know, kids nowadays, that's what they like gift cards.
Right.
Not really fun for me to shop around though.
Right.
I like to buy toys at a toy store and trying to think what my kid would want, but that time passed.
Right. But yeah, it was really nice. And then after that, got to spend time with my family. We haven't done Christmas. This is, for the past 2 years, we didn't do Christmas with our family.
Yeah, we tried to avoid the big get-together, but this year, you know, it still looked fine. So, you know, I think we just had to bring in everybody for the first time. It was really nice getting together with them.
Right.
So loud too.
I know Vietnamese culture is really loud, so I apologize.
Yeah, for us Japanese, we talk more, more. How do I say this in a we say we have a more normal tone when we talk in a big group of people too. Luann's family. When I first met Luann and her family, I thought they all like fighting each other, but you know, a lot of times they're just deciding what to eat for dinner. Like,
right.
The normal volume of the tone, like, it's
normal
so
for
loud.
us.
It's so loud. It sounds like yelling to me, but yeah. So that times 10 in my house sometimes gives me headache, but it's okay. It's fun. It's all family.
Yeah. And of course, because we're Vietnamese and Japanese, well, it's mainly my family because your family is mainly in Japan, but so we have a lot of just Vietnamese food is what we have instead of traditional turkey or mashed potatoes, right? Or whatever you guys eat for Christmas and Thanksgiving. We did have some food, but they're mainly all Asian food, like spring rolls, right? And like salads, just Vietnamese food. Curry, my mom made curry. That was good too.
But yeah, I'd rather take that. And we had a ham still, like just like American traditional Christmas food. But we ate so much, just like I'm sure you guys did too. It just every time, like holiday season, we overeat because there's so many different kind of food. People bring in extra food, so we end up eating way too much.
Right.
So if you guys think we're a little bit stretched out, not because the ratio, we didn't put the ratio in the wrong way on camera or anything. This is true us. But we're gonna lose it after New Year, like other people do.
That's our New Year resolution. Let us know at the end of the year if that came true. But we thought when we come back to Hawaii in January, we thought we're gonna be a lot more serious, on our health. So
I think that's what everybody thinks right after the holiday. That's why I always hear like, oh yeah, after New Year, a lot of people go to gym, and then like toward the spring, probably like more than half of the people stop coming.
yeah, maybe that's us too, but that's my goal right now. So yeah, why don't you tell them what you guys do differently in Japan for Christmas?
Oh yeah, so for Christmas is a little bit different because it's not really a national holiday for us. So everything is still open, remain open 24th and 25th.
Really, 25th too?
Yeah, people actually go to work on 25th.
Oh,
Actually, in Japan, the main part of Christmas is 24th.
What's the difference?
Huh?
What do you mean the main
The
part?
night of 24th is the main thing. Celebrating Christmas Eve is the bigger event than actual Christmas. And the Christmas Eve is, usually people spend time with family, right? And all the restaurants, a lot of restaurants close. So it's the time for each family to spend time together. In Japan, it's the time for the people to spend time together with friends, or more importantly, your lovers.
Oh, so not a family thing.
Yeah, your girlfriend or yeah.
Oh, okay.
So before Christmas season, a lot of guys trying to find, if they don't have a girlfriend, they really try really hard to find a girlfriend because they don't want to spend Christmas by themselves.
Got it.
And the traditional food we eat on Christmas Eve is not turkey, it's not ham. It's something you can buy from the, even in the US. KFC fried chicken.
Ooh, so only KFC, not
only KFC,
not churches.
No churches, no Popeyes, none of those. It's always Christmas. In our for Japanese people, Christmas equals KFC.
It must be the marketing thing then. You
Yeah,
think
it is.
KFC market it that way.
So during the Christmas, KFC always put a commercial. It's like Christmas, Christmas lights up, and people buying Christmas cake along with KFC bucket of KFC fried chickens.
Interesting. They did a good job because it worked.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing in Japan, and ever since when I was little too. So on the Christmas Eve, you see lines of people. They have to book it in advance because
What?
KFC gets really busy. So even takeout, you have to kind of order in advance, so it doesn't run out.
Oh wow.
Because if you don't get a KFC fried chicken on the Christmas Eve, then that's kind of sad Christmas Eve
Really?
in Japan. So yeah.
Oh wow. I guess marketing does work.
And I didn't know, like, if you're naughty, Santa Claus give you a lump of coal, right?
Right. Yeah.
I never heard that in Japan. So when I first came to the US, I was surprised. Lump of coal? What do people do with a lump of coal? Another thing is on Christmas, the morning of Christmas, usually Santa Claus put presents where in the US?
Underneath the tree?
Yeah, it's different for us. For us, it's next to our pillow when we're sleeping.
What? What if it's big? So it's just mainly small then, because you can't put a giant piece of gift next to where you're sleeping.
Yeah, you can't give like a Power Wheel to your kids and then just put it next to the pillow.
Wait, so the kids wake up and then they see a present next to them.
Yeah, which one would you prefer?
Huh.
That's also kind of more fun too, right?
I like that too.
Right when you wake up, you see already a present there, and then like, oh, I didn't notice. It's there.
Yeah. Oh, I like that too. I didn't know that.
It's a little bit more difficult for Santa Claus to sneak in and put the present there without waking the kids up.
Santa Claus does visit Japan. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think Japanese Santa Claus, they wanted to have a little bit more personal touch, so he can put the presents next to the pillow.
Okay, but is Japanese Santa Claus Asian or is it?
We don't define Santa Claus by race.
Okay.
Or by country, so
okay.
It's universal.
So how do you represent the image?
However we, it's however you believe in, okay. But yes, it kind of looks like the guy from the KFC,
No, what? Oh, really?
Yeah, when I'm trying to visualize Santa Claus, it's the guy from the KFC. What was that? Something, Colonel?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just
not General Colonel.
we don't know his name. What is his name?
Yeah, I forgot, but yeah, that guy. Because when you go to KFC during the Christmas season, he's dressing up as Santa. So
really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, cultural difference, huh? I like it. It's really interesting. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. Well, maybe you can tell me how you guys do it in Vietnam. Oh, you guys don't really celebrate Christmas.
I came here when I was 6, so
you don't remember much.
Right? Yeah. So I mean, growing up here, my mom still put out the tree for us every year, But again, mainly Vietnamese food. So I didn't know about turkey growing up. I think the first time my mom have cooked a turkey was when I was already in college. So, you know, it was different culture. But I still have fun. I mean, they try their best. You know, growing up, we didn't have much money, but they still try their best to give us gifts to open. My mom recently, actually a couple months ago, she had given me this picture of me and my sister. It was all four of us holding a Christmas gift in front of a tree. And I've been carrying that picture with me everywhere I go. I just put it in my purse, and yeah, I carried it with me to San Francisco, to Vegas, to Hawaii, and now it's back home on my Christmas tree. I think the best part about the holidays is just getting to spend time with the people you care about and love. And you know, like, even if you think about back of all the years, do you remember what you got for Christmas, or what, you know, what you have bought people for Christmas? That I don't really remember.
There's one horrible memory I have. So there's one time I really wanted to test and see if Santa Claus can read my mind and get me what I want. So I didn't tell anybody what I want. You know what I ended up getting? A notebook and pencil.
Well, how old were you?
I was like, I don't know, I was like 8.
So
don't try that, guys.
Those are practical gifts.
You gotta be vocal when you want something from Santa Claus. You gotta mention it to other people around you, so it gets to go to the Santa Claus. Otherwise, you get the notebook and the pencil, like I did.
Okay, maybe that was different, but for me, I don't remember any gift. All I remember is just the quality time I got to spend time with my family.
Okay, you sound very nice.
So,
I gotta be honest, I want presents.
So yeah, that was our Christmas. We again pre-recorded this video. By the time you watch this video, we're actually already back in Hawaii, but we pre-recorded it because after this, we're actually taking the kids on one more trip before we go back to Hawaii.
It's a Colorado trip, yay! So only, for our family, none of us except me have done skiing before, right? Or snowboarding or anything. So this is gonna be the first time for Loen, Ryan, Emma, and Kate to try skiing and snowboarding possibly.
Yeah, we might say it's too cold. Well, I already been to Yosemite. Okay, I have experience now. Just kidding. But I heard Colorado's a lot more colder. And again, our kids come from Texas and now they live in Hawaii. So I don't know how they're gonna deal with the snow. So I'm afraid we're gonna go there and after 5 minutes, they're gonna be like, oh, it's too cold, let's go home. But I heard from other people that they're gonna be okay and they're gonna love the snow. So that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, the worst case, if they don't like skiing, then maybe we can just build a giant snowman.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes, I do.
So yeah, so thanks for watching our video.
Sticky word of the day.
Sticky word of the day. What is it again?
We never decide what do you...
Alright, we're back. The sticky word of the day, because we've been talking so much about snow. The word is snow! So in Vietnamese, the word snow is tuyết.
Tuyết?
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 Yes.
Tuyết. Alright. And in Japanese, snow means
I'm waiting.
yuki.
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 Huh.
Yuki.
Yuki. Yuki.
Y-U-K-I. Yuki.
Y-U-K.
Yuki.
Oh.
And it's a lot of times people use that for a girl's name. Yuki.
Oh yeah, no wonder why it sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Wow, so there you go. Snow in 2 languages.
Tuyết.
It starts with a T. T-U-Y-E-T.
Okay, one more time.
Tuyết.
Tuyết.
So yeah, in Vietnamese, the word snow, which is tuyết, is also a girl's name.
Ah, just like Japanese.
Yuki.
Yeah.
Yuki's easy. I like that word.
It's catchy, right?
Yeah, Yuki. It's pretty.
I'm sure that there are a lot of anime characters named like Yuki.
Yeah. So, yeah, thank you for watching our Stick with Kaji episode. I don't know what next episode is going to be. Maybe we can tell you about our Colorado trip and other things. But, yeah, we're going to end the video today. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful Christmas, had a wonderful Christmas, and had a wonderful New Year. Get to spend a lot of times with friends and family. Gets the gift that you've been hoping for or wanted. And if you didn't, it's okay, because to me, I feel like the most important thing was to get to spend time with the people you love and care about. So have a fantastic day. Any last words?
Bye.
Bye, cookies.